I attended the 2025 Bronco Invasion, and I didn't record, but I figured I'd show you a couple of pictures from the event. I've got a video up from last year if you're interested in it, but basically it's a meetup, car meetup on the beach. So that's kind of what it is. There's obviously all the attendees. There's vendors. There's equipment vendors. Obviously, there's going to be food out there. It's in Wildwood. You know, the boardwalk's there if you want to do that instead. But really, the only difference between this year and last year was that the event was larger. The promoters said it's been growing about 40% a year, and this is the third year, so I know they're happy with that growth. And it does kind of tell you that there's obviously a lot of interest in the Bronco as a vehicle because there's events like this all over the country at this point. So I figured I'd just do a video though on a couple of things that I found interesting. There's a flag here that with the ticket I ordered, I usually just get the top level package. It's a 3-day pass. The event is a Friday, Saturday, and a Sunday. I only go Friday and Saturday, but with the purchase of that ticket, they give you this flag, and it's a nice little cool touch. I'll take it. Some other things here. You're talking to people and vendors. It's great to talk equipment, but I really go just to hang out, chill out on the beach for a little bit, and meet other people, talk to them about their build. So there's a guy here though that was walking around with I guess it's broncobusting.com, and he it's a website, so it's like Bronco 6G, the Reddit forums, things like that. So he's got one as well, and he had some stickers and this hat, I think, and it was a little bit different. I thought it was kind of cool. I'm not a stickers person, but I a lot of people are, so I thought this was kind of cool, and had a little hat there, so that was interesting. Over here, I've got some things from some other builders, and this my Joker one. I'm gonna roll in this picture of this build. I thought this thing was absolutely incredible. The couple who built it took 3 years to do it. It's a base model that is eruption green, and they just went from there. The purple on top of that, or with it, I think the blend is really good. It's obviously, it does get some use. Everybody's got mud and sand on their vehicles, which is it's always nice to see. This picture is from the light show, the Oracle Light Show that's done on Friday. Oracle Lights is a sponsor, so this is their event, and they actually won the event this year, which was good. They definitely deserved it. The amount of work that went into this was really something. It wasn't just the lights; it's the decaling, the painting of it. You've got this sort of serpent eye thing going on here. It's I couldn't stop looking at this thing. It's a really unique build. Probably one of the most interesting builds I've seen for a Bronco, to be honest. Next to it right here, these folks, Jolene the Bronca, they're from Connecticut. The people who did the My Joker Bronco, they're from Carroll County, Maryland. They had like I think this is a sticker or a card or something. Hanover Customs, this little keychain thing here. The guy who was one of the builders, it's husband and wife. The guy had one of these on him. He said, "Yeah, I use these guys for a number of things." So he gave me he gave me this, which was awful nice of him, because I was not going to remember the name of the company, that's for sure. But they're out of Carroll County, Maryland, and Jolene the Bronca, this is Dawn and Pat, they're out of Connecticut. So they had not only a patch, that's what these two top things are here, but they also had a sticker and a coin. And I've seen the coins before. I know that's a thing that's done along with the stickers, but I've never seen someone do a coin just for themselves. I've seen it when people do like trails and stuff like that, challenge coins, I think they're called. And I've seen people get them from doing different trails. But I've never seen personalized patches or personalized coins. The patch, I'm not a stickers person, as I said, but I do like the patches. And these are really nice patches. These are like PVC patches, so they're like waterproof, full color. So this is really cool for them to do just for themselves. I'm always impressed with with what people will do to sort of promote themselves. I'm not on social networking other than here YouTube, but I think that it's pretty cool that people do things like this. I use my back seat a lot, up and down, because I'm always putting stuff in and out of the Bronco, because I use it really like a utility vehicle. And so I can't stick patches on the back of my seats like a lot of people do, but they'll go on the deadening material on the liner. It'll also stick there. So I'll probably put those in my Bronco in a Jeep, in the back there. So yeah, it's kind of cool to see stuff like that. They do some swag, and that's what you see here. This you've been shooed, it looks like it says, and also this little Bronco figurine thing. Also some stickers. I gotta say this, right? The Bronco folks, I kind of slipped and said Jeep a second ago, but the Bronco folks are not into the whole like duck sort of thing, right? You see people, the Jeeps have the ducks on them. They tried to start this "you've been bucked" thing, and now you've got this shoe thing, and it's a little bitty horse someone will do, or a larger one. I mean, if you've whether you are a Jeep owner or not, you have seen this, okay? It does not play in the Bronco community. I'm sorry. It just doesn't. We're not into it. And when I say we, most Bronco owners. Yes, some people are into it. I'm not going to knock it if you're into it, but this is just not something that most of us do. It's fine that they have it at the event. I'm not even knocking the promoters for allowing it, but it's just not something most Bronco owners do. It makes us laugh. It really does. So, that's why I'm having a chuckle at their expense. Over here, I bought a new shifter. I have a manual, and these guys from Globix Performance, they make shifters, replacement shifters for the manuals and for the automatics, I think. So I picked up one of theirs. They are making plates now that will show the shift positions. Right now, as you see it, it comes without that. So apparently myself and some other people have requested that. So they're going to fabricate those as well and send them out. And I think that's cool, when vendors listen to the community. I mean, like on the spot, the guy told me, he said, yeah, we'll do that. Not a problem. And I thought that was awesome. So I wasn't the only one, and he's going to take some time to really think it through, which is great. When I bought the shifter, it also came with this cooler bag, which I've got folded over here. It's a little smaller bag, but I actually think it's a really good size. I have a cooler bag that's, a normal size cooler bag. It sort of is the same size as a cooler. It's just that it's soft, so it folds down. But this one's a little small one, so if you're just doing something quick or you're by yourself, this is like really the right size for that. So I think that was a nice little giveaway that they did. Other than that, let me show you some other pictures. This one caught my eye, and what's not to love, right? Plate says "ew Jeeps." I mean, look, it's all love when you're out on the trail, because it kind of has to be. You got to look out for your fellow off-roaders, but you gotta love the plate. I'm sorry, you gotta love the plate. Quad State Broncos is another group. They tend to operate a little bit further south. I think they're either North. I think it's North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, and Delaware. Maybe Pennsylvania. It's Quad State. It's 4 states in there. Maybe not North Carolina. But I'm not exactly sure. But it's another group that's on the East Coast here. You guys have heard me talk about Tri-State Broncos. They were there as well. But I didn't see any. I didn't see any other plates that were maybe this cool. Except for the Joker build. I mean, it just says my Joker, which is fine. But yeah, the EU Jeeps, I had to grab a picture of that. The other thing that I thought was kind of cool was this person had a tire cover, and yeah, you can't buy happiness, but you can buy a Bronco, and that's kind of the same thing. I agree. You know, these are personality vehicles, and because they're personality vehicles, it's very interesting to see how people represent themselves through their vehicle. And yeah, it does give you that sense of accomplishment, and every time you walk up to your vehicle, you're smiling. That's your happiness, right? You get in there, and whether you're just, hitting pavement, maybe you're just doing a mall crawler, build, that's fine. If you're off-roading, that's fine. But either way, it's your personality. And yeah, when you walk up to your vehicle, it is sort of a representation of something that makes you happy. And what's not to like about something like that, right? So there you have it. It's a nice event. I encourage people to go to something like this if you've never been. Go once just to check it out. It's great meeting other people, and you really can all these events are really the same. They're meetups. You can meet people. There's vendors, but if you're the type that's maybe you just like to kind of chill out. Maybe you just go see some vendors, and then you want to go off and just sit by your vehicle and chill out there. I see people do that all the time as well. It's perfectly fine. You're not going to get knocked for being antisocial or anything like that. People will nod to you, you get a smile, you get a wave. It's all good. You can do these things in whatever way feels right to you. So I encourage going to them. It is interesting to see these things and to sort of get ideas for where you want to go next. So that's it. Appreciate you watching. See you next time.